To quit it with the constant yo-yo dieting.
This is me at my fattest. In this video, I'll explain how I lost 25 pounds and kept it off for over 2 years now.
The great majority of people lose weight when going from a standard American diet, standard Canadian diet, to a vegan diet. And that's pretty much a given considering all the fat, calories, cholesterol in meat. Going vegan does not necessarily guarantee weight loss. It all depends what you're going to be substituting that meat for. You see, there's just so many delicious vegan options out there now. You could literally be eating the same thing as before going vegan, but in a vegan version. You could really be eating the same amount of calories, sodium, protein. However, if you want to lose weight as a new or seasoned vegan, I thought I'd share some of my tips and secrets that I've learned over the years to save you lots of trial and error. Hopefully this can help you. No oil, no margarine. I had a hard time with this one. At first, I thought I'd just reduce it. I'll just use really fancy, some of the best oils. None of that worked. I only started to see a difference in the constancy of my weight once I completely cut out the oil. You see, for me, it's not only about the 120 calories per tablespoon of oil, but it's also the fact that oil just makes me crave sugar and more fatty foods, deep fried things. So if I just don't use it at all, I don't have to put up with that struggle. Once I started to cook oil-free, I realized how easy it is.
Cooking with oil is not that hard. See here, the one on the left has no oil and the one on the right does. Can you really tell the difference? If you have a non-stick pan, you can even make pancakes without oil. And you can definitely roast onions and garlic without oil.
It's not that I don't love bread. I love bread too much. It makes me crave margarine on it. It makes me crave peanut butter. And for me, weight loss, weight maintenance is about eliminating all the things that make me crave other things. I want to be eating only when I'm hungry, when my body tells me I'm hungry. If I'm actually hungry and I want to be eating a sandwich or something like that, or a fajita, all I do is I use corn tortillas or flatbreads. Those don't seem to trigger my cravings.
And of course, sugar is the ultimate in addictive foods, so I just stay away. Except for fruit.
Lots and lots and lots of veggies, like cartfuls of veggies. Greens every day. Greens and veggies that you eat, the less room that you have in your stomach for junk. For a long time, this was my problem. I'm one of those wives that really likes to make my husband a good meal pretty much every day, every night. However, for years, I was just eating the same thing I was making him. And he's a lot bigger than I am. He needs to eat a lot more than I do. And he doesn't like to eat as pure and clean as I do. So when I was eating the same way as he was, I was gaining weight. Now, I just make my own food and I make him his own. Of course, it helps that I do love to cook. I really don't mind making two. In my perfect day, I'll start off with a green juice. For me, it's like taking a vitamin in the morning. I have a green juice in the morning, and then a big salad either for lunch or for dinner. For supper, I'll have like a big veggie curry, rice with veggies, all about the veggies. Oh, for the salad, as long as I have a really good dressing, a salad dressing, one that I homemade. I haven't really found any commercial dressings that really hit the spot. So I always make my own dressing, and if I have a really good dressing in my fridge for the week, I know I will want to be eating my salads. One of my favorite things to do in this world is to travel to different areas, different cities, different countries, and discover new vegan foods, new vegan restaurants, new vegan foods in the grocery stores. It's all about the food. So for sure, whenever I travel and I get to discover new things like this, definitely I will be eating the processed foods. But at home, on a regular day-to-day basis, I just eat real food, as close to the source as possible. So instead of eating olive oil, I'll just eat the olives. Nowadays, with the rise of vegan popularity, there are new restaurants popping up everywhere around the globe, and I want to go to all of them. And I do love supporting the companies that are making these foods. But on a daily basis, I just eat real food. Obviously, I'm not perfect. No one is. However, I am super comfortable in my body now. I am happy. I actually love the way I eat. I love it when I go out, when I travel, I go try new things, but then I get to come back home to my kitchen and to start cooking the same things that have led me to this body that I'm very comfortable in. Sometimes I fall into the trap wanting to be looking like the models like we all do from time to time. Sometimes I wish I could lose an extra 20 pounds. But ultimately, this is me. I'm 140 pounds and I'm very comfortable at that. That's the weight that my body is meant to be at. It's really all about figuring out what works for you, what works for your body. You need to come up with your own set of rules, your own set of guidelines that you abide by. So you decide on your guidelines, decide on your rules, and then you just stick with them. But I totally encourage you to live life to the fullest and treat yourself on those special occasions and those occasions that you need to go out and switch up your rules. I am now grounded in my diet, I am solid in my diet, and I wish all the best for you. I wish for you to find out what works for you, get grounded in your diet, and be encouraged and happy living in your body. Let me know where you're at in the comments below. Let me know your challenges or your successes. I would love to hear them.
Small Town Vegan. Living and thriving as a plant eater in a small town.
And